How's it going, guys? My name is TJP, and welcome back to another NHL 24 Franchise Win Challenge. Next Western Conference team, the Arizona Coyotes. 4 seasons to try to win a Stanley Cup, injuries, morale, all that fun stuff's on. The only thing turned off was morale meetings. Not that that really matters because you never see it. So we're going to be doing that. Not meant to be realistic, and we're going to mispronounce his name, so I apologize in advance if I do. Before we get on to the gameplay, leave a like, subscribe, comment on this videos, go to socials, play the second channel, main channel down in the description. If you like the content, be TJP. Alright, so this is the last time you'll see me viewing from the roster like this. Otherwise, just show the lines from here. So start off, we got Clayton Keller, main guy. Nick Schmaltz out here as well. Matt Dumba, right fenceman. Sean Dursey, Tyus Michelli, Jason Tucker. We've got ourselves Lawson Cruz, Moser, we've got Juuso Alamaki, Barrett Hayton, Trav Boyd, Kerfoot's on the team, the coolest Logan Cooley, Ukestad, we've got Dermott, Setcher, Jack McBain, Josh Brown, Michael Carzone, Liam O'Brien, Jake, and then Jakub Voracek. So yeah. Probably going to want to get another right wing, another winger. I don't think Voracek should be on the team, personally, just because I feel like we could definitely use some improvement there, but probably on the forward spots for sure. Yeah, we could definitely look to get some better right wingers. I feel like that's our weakest position. I mean, the chemistry looks decent here. I'm trying to see if there's anything we could do in terms of adjusting these lines. I mean, we could do something like this. I mean, I'll do that. That's fine. Yeah, defensively, the line, nothing too crazy there. That's pretty ugly. This is all ugly. Well, that's better. We could do something like that. Yeah, so we're just going to get chem like this. Works perfectly fine. All the goalies, of course. Can't forget those guys. There's Melka and then Ingram are your guys. So, I'm going to try to get some right wingers. We're going to try to improve this team right here. So, I'm going to propose a trade and see what's out there in the market to try to improve this team. Let's see if we can do this deal with the Flames here. Get Dubé, 4th and a 6th round for Geeky, Stetcher, a 2nd and 3rd rounder. I think the Flames will accept this. If I actually might want to throw out a 5th rounder here, just get another pick. We'll throw a 5th rounder in 2025. Can we get this done? They will accept it. Perfect. So Dubé is going to be our team. Welcome to the squad. I'm actually going to move up a couple guys here. Because one thing I want to do is move up Dylan. He is in the system. So, we're going to do all of this. We're going to go to the roster moves. Well, I think I was just there. I literally was just there, yeah, in the system. Or maybe I wasn't. So, yeah, we're going to call up, we're going to call him up. Yeah, Sushi I want to call up as well, but I'm going to have to send down a couple guys. So, one guy I want to send down. You're going to be sent down, my friend. We're going to confirm you. And then we'll also send down O'Brien. We'll set him down to the minors. So then, in the system, we're going to call up Dylan, and we're going to call up Soderstrom. So, makes sense there. Get 2 young guys. We'll do best NHL lines here. That should look okay. And the team is looking better. I mean, I don't think this team's going to be that great this season. I expect us to, miss the playoffs, but I do think that there's some improvement to be had here. We'll see how this team performs. It should be exciting stuff. And I'll see you guys, I guess, at the midseason point where I imagine will be not too great, but there's definitely some potential with the squad for sure. Alright, so we actually are doing a little bit better than I thought we'd be doing. We were doing well in the beginning of the season. We started going on a massive losing streak. Shout out to EA's Sim Engine. But we're now 20-21-7, 47 points. So again, not the end of the road. We don't make the playoffs this year. Again, wasn't really expecting it. Let's see how the team is doing right now. Look at the stats and then kind of just go on from there. So Keller's got 41 points right now. He's leading the team. 16 goals, 25 assists. We got 40 from Zucker. Schmaltz with 37, 29 from Tyus. Logan Cooley, 25. 22 from Hayton. Zucker's got the most assists on the team. 4 guys with at least 20. Highest goal scorer is going to be Clayton Keller. Zucker and Schmaltz up there with 13, 12 from Hayton. In terms of power play points, nobody in the double figures just yet. Most hits, Zucker with 104. Extra block shots there. I see 94 from Moser. Juuso's got 73. 57 from Sean Dursey. 56 from Dumba. In terms of giveaways, there's your giveaway leaders, your takeaway leaders. We've got the man with the legend, Clayton Keller, with 84. So not too bad. Now the goalies, how they looking there? There's Milka, 2.96 goals against average. He's been pretty solid. Connor Ingram, Could be better, could be worse. But let's see the team stats here. So as you can see during the entire league, our goals for per game is as follows. We are pretty low, 2.75, yeah, near the bottom, and then we're giving up 3.35, which, you know, isn't great. It's not ideal, but again, not a big deal if we don't compete this year. I mean, I think I'm just gonna simulate the rest of the season. Now, we're not gonna make any trades here. I'll just rock out the team as is. We'll see who's gonna be good this, you know, to keep around and see who can improve. But yeah, I just think that this year, a bit of a wash, which is fine as long as there's like trending in the right direction. Young guys improve, should be okay for the second season. We'll try to get a high pick and go on from there. All right, so we're gonna end up finishing 33, 37, and 12, outskirts of the playoffs, unfortunately. But not a bad season. I mean, a couple guys are in and out of the lineup for the most part. We were okay, but you know, Keller was 67 points lead team, 47 assists, 20 goals. Schmaltz 62, 53 from Jolly. Cooley with 51, 47 from Zucker. Hayden with 43. Dubé we traded for at 35. With Dylan, who we called up to play. So yeah, not too bad of a season. Obviously, not good enough to make the playoffs, but it's all right. And, you know, there's some promise here, some potential for some of these young guys to get them to improve. 4 guys in double figures on those power play points. You got your hits. We've got a lot of guys at least 100 hits. 9 guys to be exact. Got your block shots here. 140 from Moser. Valamagi's got 125, 101 from Dumba. You got your giveaways and then your takeaway leaders here. 120 from Clayton Keller. I think man with the legend himself. Now the goalies. There's Melka. In the second half of the season, we dipped defensively really bad. So that kind of happened. Not too surprising. So if we look at the 2.85, 3.54 goals against the average, pretty insane. So yeah, not really scoring a lot, which makes sense. Bottom 5 in scoring, and our defense was bottom 3. That's all right. Let's see how this team does next season, the offseason. We're going to make some moves, try to make the team better. Let's just see how the awards shape up, and we'll go on from there. Dallas Stars win the Stanley Cup. Good for them. Let's take a look here at the awards before we continue. So, look at the awards, and we've got Dallas Stars, Bruins, Stars, and the Devils we got out in the East. Are we going to see any Coyotes here? My guess is no. And your guess was also correct because there was no Coyotes. So, not a problem. Let's sim the offseason. We're going to go to the re-sign phase, the draft. Got the draft first. See if we have a good pick. See if there's anybody good out there that we could try to acquire franchise talent. You know, and want to do that. So, let's see what happens. And there you go. I was about to say, let's see what happens. There you go. Number 2 pick. Beautiful. All right. I'm going to look around. Do we have a franchise potential player in the draft? We do not. We do not. We do not. I know Berkeley Catton's a gem. Sam Dickinson's out here. Scarabelli's got superstar X Factor, 17 years old. I mean, Don Doan could be good, but we don't know. Lars. I mean, we could sim the pick. I don't think I want to pick number. Yeah, okay. Scarabelli, 82 overall, pretty solid. I'm gonna see what trades are out there. I'm gonna offer a trade, and maybe we try to just get like a star player. Honestly. All right, 2 first-round picks for Ryan Newton-Hopkins from the Oilers. I mean, I traded away pick number 2, but that's totally fine. We got our star player. I'm perfectly fine with that. We don't have to like worry about the draft. I might try to get another first rounder though, because we could just try to trade up and get a guy with some of the second rounds we got. All right, traded up to get pick 7 from the Wild. Traded away some seconds and third-round picks to move up into pick number 7. So I guess we'll just take somebody with pick 7. I'll just sim the pick here, and we'll just go to our pick and see who's out there. We could potentially select him. He's probably not gonna be something too crazy here, but if there's anybody good, I mean, a Tanner Howe could be pretty cool. You can go with like a Pavel Lazarov. We'll go with let's go with Tanner. Iginla. I don't know. Iginla. I don't know how you say that. Or just go with Howe. Yeah, not too bad of a player. I mean, we'll see if he can end up being, you know, potentially somebody on the roster that we would want to keep around. So I'll sim the rest of the draft. We're going to see what happens here. Obviously, having Nugent Hopkins on the team is a pretty good pickup. There's your draft recap. Let's go on to the re-sign phase. All right, so we're going to have lots of cap space here. Dursey like to keep around. I wouldn't mind trying to re-sign Doumbia, even though he doesn't want to re-sign. We'll offer him a contract. He wants a lot of money. I mean, I'll throw him like a 4-year deal, 5.9. If he wants to stay, he stays. If not, no worries. We're going to have a lot of guys that we're just going to qualify here, so you can end up keeping. And, yeah, I mean, I'm going to make sure that I qualify and hopefully I don't release by mistake. Sometimes I accidentally do that when I'm doing these moves. So, yeah, Zucker, we can throw him a 5.45, a little bit less than what he might want. But, yeah, let me figure out all this stuff here, and then we'll go on to free agency. All right, so Matt Dumbo wants to test. That's totally fine. Same thing with Zucker. Sanford wants to test. So a lot of these guys want to test, but a lot of the young guys here we're going to keep. Not a big deal. Barron, yeah, a few of these guys here that we offer qualifiers to, we're going to end up accepting. So we'll just go on to free agency. We don't have a lot of money. Hopefully the class is good, and we can add some players and talent to this team. All right, so I picked up Nino Niederreiter and wanted some right wingers. I needed some right winger depth there, so solid addition to the team. Fortunately, Sokolov's going to the Lightning. I offered him contract, and but we did get Teravainen on our team, so that's a huge pickup there. Love it. Fantastic stuff there. All right, so to start the second season, I'm going to show you guys the lines here. It's not too bad. I do think our top line's really good. Second line's really solid. Third line's not too bad. I put Cooley in the third line just to give us more chem up top. And then the bottom line's decent. Could be better, could be worse. Defensively, kind of the same thing. Top two lines are alright. Bottom line's a little bit iffy, but we'll see what ends up happening. We look at our goalies. Same goalies. Vizmelka and Ingram. Same guys. We'll see how this team does in our second season. I could foresee us potentially making the playoffs as a wildcard team. I don't know if we'll be any much further than that, but you never know. I mean, if we can stay healthy. If anything happens, like where I feel like we want to make a couple moves at the trade deadline, mid-season point, somewhere around there, I will certainly look to make those moves around there. But if not, no problem. But I do think that we might do that. But I think for now, let's just keep the team as is for this second season and see how we do. All right, so we're sitting at 26, 21, and 4. 56 points right now. Decent. Decent. Could be better, could be worse. But I do like the improvement that the team is showing. Let's take a look here at the stats here. So Clayton Keller leading team with points with 48 so far on the season. Nugent Hopkins with 45, 44 from Schmaltz, 37 from Cooley, 33 from Teravainen, 29 from Niederreiter. Gunther's got 27. And yeah, Ryan scratched right now, so shout out to EA for that one. So you see the assist leaders there, and then goals, most goals on the team. Clayton Keller with 16, a couple guys here with 15. 7 guys in double figures on the goals. 2 power play point totalers in double figures. Nugent Hopkins and Clayton Keller. Get your hits right here. Block shots. Your giveaways and your takeaways. Here you go. You got 86 there from Hopkins. Cooley to Booley. 76 takeaways from him. How the fight's looking? Nobody that's fighting. Not a single fight. Crazy. Defensemen. Not defensemen, sorry. Goalies. Ingram is at 3.32 goals against average, 2.96 from Vizmelka. Okay. Maybe look to get a better goalie in the offseason for sure. I do want to take a look at those team stats here before we look to make a trade. So I do think that we could maybe acquire some talent and get ourselves into the playoffs this season. 3.08 both ways, which isn't too wild, but 3.08 goals for per game. That is bottom half the league, so maybe try to look to get some better offensive talent. But defensively, we've been pretty good. 3.08 goals for per game, and that is pretty solid. So I do think if we can maybe get a little bit more offensive talent, I'd be happy with that. Let's see what's out there in the market. Potentially help us out there. So I'm going to try to propose a trade and maybe try to get another winger. Let's see if we're going to acquire Tomasino here from the Predators. Leonard Coronar, 2nd to 5th. Might have to throw in one more pick here. I'll give you guys a 4th round pick in 2026. Will that get the job done? It will. Perfect. So, thank you, Predators. Just a small move to, bolster some of that right winger spot up. So I'm pretty happy with that. I don't think there's any other moves I want to make. We're just going to keep the team as is for that season, kind of just go on from there. Free agency hopefully is going to be a good one. We'll try to get some talent on this team in the offseason. Should be fun. Should be fun indeed. All right, we went 46, 31, and 5 on the season, and it's enough to make the playoffs. Of course, the playoffs didn't stop yet, or the playoffs didn't start. So yeah, Nugent Hopkins, we got him. 75 points on the team. Did pretty well. Keller with 74, 71 from Schmaltz. Cooley with 67, 57 from Teravainen, 51 from Dylan. Got your assist there, 51 from Rye, and as well as Schmaltz. 49 from Clayton. We've always got 41. Logan Cooley with 39, 32 there from Dill. Logan Cooley, most goals on the team. So like to see that. I see 21 power play points there. Love to see that. 6 guys in double figures. We got your hits right here, hit leaders. 6 guys in the triple digits, block shots. Dursey. Vladislav is actually really good, and Valimaki was really good too. So shout out to them. And then you got your giveaways and your takeaways here. 2 guys at least 100. Goalies were not too bad. Vizmelk was decent, and Ingram was solid, I guess. I mean, the record, not the best, but it's fine. We'll take it. Let's see the team stats here. See how we did in terms of the entire league. So in terms of goals for per game, I feel like we were pretty high up there. Well, maybe not that high up there, but yeah, not too bad. 3.27 and 2.99 goals against is pretty good. So the defense really stepped it up in the second half of the season. I can see the Edmonton Oilers at 121 points, man. I don't know how this happens. We take away Nugent Hopkins, and they're still just really good. Cool for them. Good for them, I guess. Anyways, we're going to keep simulating. We're going to sim past the regular season. We're going to take a look here at who's going to be making the playoffs, or who we're taking on in the playoffs, rather. It's going to be the man, the myth, the legend himself. Oh, well, no, it's not. I'm just going to sim. I actually ended up getting the 4th seed there. We're going to take on the Minnesota Wild. So, there you go. That's your playoff first round. So, yeah, in the second season here in the playoffs, game 1 against the Wild. Let's see how they do. We're going to lose 5-2. By the way, in case you guys are curious, the Wild had 103 points. All right. Game number 2 here against the Wild is going to be a 3-2 overtime loss. Shout out to EA. Game 3, can we at least get a win? Can't get a win. And game 4, we will be swept. Shout out to EA for their sim logic. All right, so we get swept. Very typical, very, very typical. We did not do great at all in the playoffs. Lost a lot of games. I won, though. Maybe it went our way, but, you know, it is what it is. Yeah, not the best. Nobody really did that well in 4 games. So, struggled a bit. Not a problem. I mean, young team. Can improve. We got 2 more seasons to go. Should be exciting stuff. Let's see who ends up winning the Stanley Cup this year, and then look at the awards and go on to the offseason. And the Bruins win the Stanley Cup. Good for the Bruins, I guess. Let's stop simulating if we can. Thank you, EA. Let's see what happened there. So, look at the awards. Bruins beat the Kraken. Okay, do we have any Coyotes here? Guess what? We don't. All right. So, let's head on to the offseason and see if we can make some improvements to this team. All right, traded up to get pick 11 from the Dallas Stars. Traded away some seconds to 3rd round. So, we have the pick 11 now, which is pretty cool. All right, traded up to get pick 2, pick 11, 3 future seconds and a 3rd round pick. So, we're going to have pick number 2 here in the draft. There's nobody that's with franchise potential. We're just going to sim pick here. And Ekman goes. We're going to try to see if we could offer, well, not call time. We're going to see if we can try to maybe view the draft class. If there's anybody here that we really like, that we'd want to take. Moroza. I mean, the potential there, but I don't know if that's the guy I want. Moroza. Can I trade this pick, do we think? I mean, there's an opportunity to potentially trade it. I will see what's out there in the market. I'll call a timeout. If there's maybe we can get like a star, that'd be awesome. So let me view some offers here and see if we can maybe find a deal. If not, I'll just take somebody with this pick. All right, traded number 2 overall pick for Robert Thomas. So we got Robert Thomas from the Blues. Star player, I mean, I don't think that's bad of an option right there. Just sim the pick here. Yeah, McQueen went. So yeah, we're just going to sim the rest of the draft here. So Robert Thomas, welcome to the squad. I feel like that's a pretty good pickup there for us. There's your draft recap in case you guys are curious. Let's head on to the re-sign phase. All right, got a little bit of money to play around with here. I mean, we're going to qualify. A bunch of these guys here we're going to qualify contracts for. So we'll see if we can keep some of these guys on the team, try to add some more talent to the squad through free agency. And we will go on from there. Maybe we have to get a new goalie as well. So I re-signed Vejmelka, keeping him on the team. Karkin wants to test. And then, yeah, a bunch of these other guys here are going to accept their qualifier / whatever it may be to re-sign. So we're going to have a free agency. Hope it's a good class and try to add some talent to the team. Big signing here. I saw him expiring, and Mikko Rantanen is coming to the team. Had to get him. Had to get Mikko Rantanen. Welcome to the squad, my man. And I wanted to get Igor, but he freaking goes with the Kraken. I didn't offer him enough money. I was going to offer him more, but then he signed with the friggin' Kraken. That would have been, we would have won free agency there if we got both of those guys. Alright, I'm going to try to do this trade here with the Blue Jackets. I think they'll take it. Juracek, Texier, and then fix Wolanski. We're going to trade Rogier, Dubé, and Hayton, because these guys aren't going to be able to accept their things. We can just give them 2 first-round picks. I might be able to just give them 1. Can I actually give them 0? Nah, they won't do it 0. Try it with 1 first-rounder. Maybe that'll just get the job done. It won't. Okay, they want 2. That's fine. I'll give them 2. This should get the job done, and it does not. Wait, what? You can afford to send the receiver you're sending our way. Perhaps if you're some more cap space on our end, we can make this work. Okay, instead of this guy, you give me somebody else. You give me Amadio. Oh, then I'd be over the cap. So I can't do that. I can't do that. All right, how about this? You just give me these 2 guys. They still don't want to do that. Okay, instead of Juracek and Texier. Okay, so I can't get Texier. I want Juracek, though. So you give me... You could give me... I guess Kampf would be okay. Or what I don't really want him. Marichenko would be good. But I don't think I can afford him. Kirill Marichenko. Yeah, no, I'd be over the cap. I want Juracek, so... I really wanted him. Okay, maybe Chinnikov? Chinnikov? I'll do Chinnikov. Alright, it's fine. Chinnikov, welcome. Alright, cool. So Juracek and Chinnikov are coming on the squad. Alright, I'll see you guys at the start of the 3rd season. I like the team that we have right now, so I'm happy with it. So the 3rd season is upon us, and I'm liking this team, how it's looking. So we take a look at the lines. Looks pretty good on paper. I mean, top line is fantastic. 2nd line is really good. The 3rd line's pretty talented, just no chemistry. And the 4th line's alright. I mean, McBain is our center for the 4th line. Isn't too crazy. I'm not a huge fan of that, but it'll work. And my level is low on the controller, so let me fix that in a moment. But then we got Moser, Juracek, Durzi, Valimaki, and then our bottom defense isn't talented, but at least it got +1 chem. So actually did do really well though with the hits, or what was it? The takeaways? I think it was hits and takeaways. Maybe it was really good on. I don't know. Either way, same goalies. Vejmelka and Ingram. So let's just simulate. I do think that this team with a Rantanen is going to be really, really good. Only way to find out is to simulate. So I'll see you guys at the trade deadline or mid-season point, where I expect us to be one of the top teams in our division. All right, very, very tight here. 24, 22, and 3. 51 points. And any other, we'd be like so bad here. It's like, it's crazy. But yeah, I guess the Central is just so tightly packed, except for the Jets. We are literally 2 points away. Look at that, the Stars. We gotta like do something. But I mean, shout out to the team. I mean, it's not great. We gotta start winning games. It's very, very tight. It's literally a 7-team race. That's absolutely outrageous. I mean, Keller 43, 42 from Cooley, 38 from Smoltz. Teravain's got 35, 34 from Rantanen. Dylan's got 31, 30 from Nugent Hopkins. Niederreiter with 27. Okay. You're your assist leader. Teravain leading the way with 27. Also, Cooley up there with 27. A couple guys with 26. Clayton Keller most goals with 17. 16 from Rantanen. Nugent Hopkins with 15. Also, Logan Cooley with 15. So, looks good. Looks good indeed. Right. Let's see the power play points. Who's doing their thing out there on the power play? It's Cooley and it's Nick Schmaltz. Those guys in double figures there. Rantanen's got 9. Also, there's Michelle's got 9 as well. Hits. Juracek up there. Block shots. Your giveaways. And then your takeaways as well. Logan Cooley, 74 from Keller. Not too bad. Now, the goalies. Vizmelka is having a horrible season. Not doing that great, but Ingram's been great. In the 8 games he's played, he's been solid. So, would like to get an improvement on that goalie. So I wish I had Shesterkin. I really wanted Igor on the team. Man, this team would be a lot better with an Igor Shesterkin. But it's all good. It's all good. So, goals for per game. I mean, we are at 3.08, which isn't too great. And then 3.31 goals against is also not very great either. So, is there a trade we could make? I mean, we don't have really the room to do so, but we'll try. We'll certainly try. I mean, if I'm going to try to make a trade, it's for a better goalie. That's for sure. Let's see if we can get Alnefelt for Villalta and Thornton, second, third round pick from the Maple Leafs, and we do. So Hugo's going to be on our team. Pretty solid stuff. He's going to be our new... I don't know if I want him to be the backup or not, but he is on our squad, so that is pretty solid. Excited to see if Tanner Howe will make an appearance here. Tanner Howe, will he make an appearance? I'm not sure. Nate Smith out there as well. We look at the goalies in the system. Yeah, Ingram's going to be sent down. I mean, Ingram's actually been pretty solid, but I want to see how this Hugo guy does. Young guy potential. So let's simulate the rest of the season. I'll see you guys at the end of the season, where hopefully we can kind of turn the ship around and get into the playoffs in our third season. Shout out to EA's piss poor sim engine for giving us a 3-game losing streak and missing the playoffs. Shout out to EA's piss poor sim engine. Barely missed out, but man, that's very tough to see. Yeah, definitely a little bit of a disappointment, kind of an embarrassment in a way. 40-38-4, but not good enough. I mean, you can see it was very tight. We needed to win, one of those 3 games. We couldn't do that. So shout out to EA. I love it. It is what it is. But we have one more season. I do think next year will be better. We have to be better. Can't just go out like that. A little bit sad, but it is what it is. Like I said, shout out to EA. 3.7 goals for per game. Nothing crazy there. 2.5 goals against. As you can see, I mean, that's not too bad actually. So let's take a look at the stats here from the players. Keller, 74 points, lead the team. 73 from Cooley. Also had a few guys scratched. Niederreiter was scratched a lot of these games. So that doesn't really help us out too much there with the injuries. You can see Logan Cooley, 47, 45 from Keller, 44 from Schmaltz in the assist. A couple guys with 38, a couple guys with 34. Goals, Rantanen and Keller leading the way. 27 from Nugent Hopkins, Cooley with 26. Not too bad there. A couple guys with 20 power play points accounted for. 43 from Cooley, 20 from Schmaltz. Goals with 17. So 6 guys in double figures. In terms of the hits, you can see we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 7 guys, nearly 8. Nearly 9, I guess, because Valimaki at 99, 98 from McBain. You get to give blocks. There are 2 guys, Valimaki and Juracek, and then you get your giveaways and your takeaways. 120 there from Cooley, 99 from Keller, 77 from Thomas, Robert Thomas. So, not trying to look at the Bruins. No thank you game. Appreciate it. Let's see the goalies. Vizmelka was just not very good this season. Hugo was good, though. Hugo was very good. Shout out to Hugo, but yeah, Vizmelka, I need more out of you, man. It's not going to cut it. So, unfortunately, like I said, kind of a disappointing season. We got one more season to go, though. I do think we showed some improvement, and the team would actually perform as it's supposed to, which will make the playoffs. And hopefully make a deep run in our 4th and final season. But let's see who ends up winning the Stanley Cup this year. Look at the awards and go on to the offseason. So the Bruins win the Stanley Cup. Good for them, I guess. I'm trying to stop the simulation. Thank you, EA. And let's see what happened here. So the awards, we've got Bruins, Capitals, Blackhawks, Bruins, and Blackhawks getting to the Stanley Cup. Any Coyotes here? Most likely not. And we don't have any Coyotes. So let's head on to the 4th and final season. Try to see if we can improve this team in any way, shape, or form. All right, Shirley Tanner Howe to the Tampa Bay Lightning for their 16th pick, because I'm trying to get the #1 overall pick here from the Blues. So if I throw them 5 first-rounders, they might be able to do it, but I don't know. We might be a little bit off there. We'll see, because there's a guy with franchise potential that I want to try to select for the team. I traded to get pick 12 here. I got to be quick here and try to get pick #1. It's going to be tight. Linder and Bloomstrand from the Canucks, 5 first-round picks. I couldn't get pick #1. I really wanted to get pick #1 to get Boyce. He was 84 overall, but unfortunately, couldn't get him. It is what it is. I believe we got a couple of other wingers for the team. I really wanted to get that guy, though. Unfortunate, but you know, crap happens. Let's just head on to the offseason. All right, so a lot of these guys, I'm just going to try to end up getting back onto the team. It's more so about just keeping our guys. Don't think I'm going to really make any free agent signings other than just trying to get these guys back. So let's just worry about doing that. So Ingram wants to test. Not a big deal. Valimaki rejected. We got Dursey back. Got Schmaltz back. Not a big deal. Okay. A lot of these guys we're just trying to end up keeping on the team. So let's head on to free agency. Make sure we get these guys back. If we have a little bit of extra money, we'll just spend it. But more than likely, it's mostly going to be spent on trying to get the boys back. I'm going to do this deal here. A little bit of a salary dump. Cruz McCartney for Shaw from the Jets. Hoping that'll shed up a little bit more money so we can try to keep around some of our other guys that have, you know, contracts that need to be, like, kept around and crap. So for the view contracts, once we get to that point. Not sure how much money we're going to actually have, but if we look at the in the system. So, yeah, Cooley, Gunther, got to keep them around. Chinnikov, wouldn't mind keeping around, but yeah, let's see if we can get some of these guys back to stay. Looks like Goodler will be able to keep. Cooley, don't know. Don't know if we're going to be able to afford him. Chinnikov, though, yeah, it's going to be tight to be able to keep all of them around. So we'll see what we can do. Might have to grab some more money at some point. All right, so right now, fourth and final season. A little bit of an issue with some of our money, trying to get some of these guys back. Like Cooley, Chinnikov, they're still don't have a contract. So it might be a little bit thin here on some of the lines. But honestly, the chem looks good. Defensively, still look pretty solid. The bottom line, talent-wise, isn't too great. There's Melka, Alnefeld, will be our goalies. I'm going to see if there's any potential way we could get some money freed up. I don't see it happening. If I have to move like Cooley and Chinnikov and just try to get somebody else in replacement of them, I can do that. It would just have to be somebody that's like on a rookie contract, which, I mean, I might just do that instead, and we'll just kind of call it there, unfortunately. I don't want to have to do it, but I just can't afford them. All right, traded for Ekman and Dudeau. I traded away Cooley, Chinnikov, and some picks there. So Marcus Ekman's going to be joining our team, and he's a solid player. But yeah, unfortunately, because we traded away Cooley, kind of sucks that we had to lose him, but it might kill our chemistry a little bit, but it just wasn't going to be able to keep him on the team just due to the cap room. So, not a problem, though. I mean, Ekman seems like he'd be pretty solid. I'm going to do this. We're going to do this. Tomasino. We'll throw you there. Beautiful. So that looks better on the line chem there. Yeah, defensively, not too crazy, but let's see how this team does. I do think we should be really good regardless, and we'll just simulate and go on from there. All right, so we're sitting at 23, 23, and 6. I mean, we're not looking too great right now. I mean, we're not far out from the wild card, but we need to really start playing better if we want to make the playoffs. I mean, kind of doesn't make sense, but, you know, got a couple guys that have been injured here and there. Let's see the team and how we're doing. Yeah, Dugan Hopkins, 46 points, 43 from Thomas and Schmaltz, 41 from Rantanen, 39 from Keller. Ekman's got 33, which is pretty cool to see. Bloomstrom with 26. Excuse me for the assist. We got Nugent Hopkins, 34, 31 from Schmaltz, 30 from Rantanen. Thomas, 26. In terms of goals, Keller's in the way with 18, 18 from Ekman as well, 17 from Thomas. Yeah, we got 8 guys in double figures. I mean, this is the team. I can't really make any trades, so. Nugent Hopkins, 10 power play points, and he's leading the team there. You got your hits, Juracek, Thomas. You got your block shots. 62 from Juracek and Dursey, 60 from Vladislav, and then you get your giveaways and your takeaways there. Goalies are looking like this. Vizmelka, I mean, he's doing okay. I mean, Alnefeld's been absolutely abysmal this season. 4.04 goals against average. It's brutal, disgusting. Yeah, the team is struggling a little bit on that defensive side of the ice. We're scoring 3.02 goals for per game, which, you know, could be a lot better. As you can see, kind of a low, actually, if you ask me. And 3.25 goals against is not too great as well. So, team's got to step it up. Hopefully the sim engine's on our side. We need to have a really good second half of the season, so hopefully we can. Again, there's really not much moves we can make. We traded all our assets, so this is it. Hopefully the team can stay healthy, and maybe the sim engine will be on our side for once in my life. Well, let's keep simulating and find out. I mean, if I can make a move, I'll let you guys know, but chances are this is just going to be the team. Shout out to EA for, you know, not making any sense with the sim engine, so didn't make the playoffs, unfortunately. Should have made it last season, didn't, and this is just how the video ends. So basically that one playoffs appearance, got swept in it because we lost 3 games by 1 goal. very typical. I mean, unfortunately, yeah, just couldn't make it. There's your point totals in case you guys are curious. Your assists, your goals. Ekman had 31. Yeah, unfortunate we had to lose Cooley. I mean, I don't know if it would have made a huge difference anyway. There you go. We got 7 guys in double figures on the power play points. You got your hits. Yep. Your block shots. 107 from Juracek. Your giveaways and your takeaways. Things of that nature. Fun stuff. You guys at least 100 takeaways. Goalies. I mean, Vizmelka was pretty solid. I don't know if I had a better second half of the season, but still just wasn't very good. I mean, he was 5-5-5. I guess decent, but yeah, 39, 36, 7 not going to be enough to make the playoffs. Playoffs already started. 3.99 goals for per game, 3.02 goals against. All right, let's see the scoring. Yeah, obviously we didn't score enough. 3.02 near the bottom of the league. Or 3.09, whatever it was. And then 3.2 goals for per game was actually pretty good. So, stepped it up a little on that side of the ice, but just not enough to make the playoffs. So, see who wins the Stanley Cup, going to the offseason. Well, not the offseason, the awards. Look at the awards, and then go on to full screen and close of the video. Wins win the Stanley Cup. Wow, what a surprise. Let's see the awards game. Thank you very much, EA. See the awards. What do we got? We got Bruins winning 3 straight Stanley Cups, because once we pick them, they will not win a Stanley Cup. So, that's awesome. See the awards here. Blackhawks, Oilers, Bruins. Yeah, we're not going to have any Coyotes here, don't believe. And we do not. So, unfortunately how the sim engine sometimes turns out not on your side. It is what it is. But, let's go to full screen and close the video. Leave a like, subscribe, comment on those videos, go to socials, playlist, second channel, main channel down in the description if you do like other content TJP. So yeah, next Eastern Conference team, I don't know who it is off the top of my head. I mean, we can take a look here just to extend the video a little bit. And it will be the... I don't even know what team. I have no idea what team. Can't think. So Western Conference was just the Western Conference or Eastern Conference, right? So I'm looking here. Capitals looks like they had 80 points, so we'll do them next. Then it looks like the Senators, and we've got the Penguins, the Sabres, and then, yeah, or at least for the Eastern Conference. Of course, we're alternating East, West, East, West, but give me a quick little sneak peek of what's up to come. So, yeah, I'm going to head on out for now. Take care, everybody. We'll see you soon, and peace.